All right. Hey guys, thanks and welcome to our TLC weekly Diamond Club call. We're excited you're here. And I'm actually really excited for you to get to hear from Nicole Faulkner. I actually got to hang out and know Nicole a little bit more. She was Samantha's guest, Samantha Holly. Sorry, Sam, I always end up saying your maiden name. Was her guest at Beachbody's leadership retreat in Las Vegas back in 2018. And I've just kind of ever since have followed Nicole. And I saw her post in January about having an amazing month income-wise. She's a 3-star diamond coach. And I reached out to Sam and I just said holy crap, the girl had a $9,000+ January. It's amazing. And I said, I'd love to have her on this call and just kind of share what's working, what's been clicking for her, her team, and kind of her whole process. And she told me that there is no secret sauce. And I said, I know, that's how it goes. It's always consistency, discipline, continuing to show up for yourself and your business. That is the secret sauce. So Nicole, we're kind of ready for you. I'd love for you to just share your story, how you came into this, how you got started, and then how you wound up here today.
Okay. So I am actually a coach under Ashley LaSure. I had no idea who she was. I had no idea Beachbody even existed. I struggled with nutrition my entire life, just was the pickiest eater in the entire world, refused to cook, literally lived off of Tony's pizzas and Whoppers at Burger King. And I'm so cheap that I would save the Whopper coupons from your receipts and then go get a Whopper and strawberry shake. It was awful. And my husband and I lived like that for a long time. We ended up getting pregnant with our daughter, and I wanted to be home with her so bad. I went to school for ultrasound, so I was working full-time doing ultrasounds. My husband was in medical school, so we only had one income, and I was just finally burnt out. I was disgusting. I hated the way I looked. I changed 10 times before leaving the house, and then even then was miserable because of my body image and how I treated myself. It was gross. And having my daughter, I was like, I can't keep doing this. I have to change something. I literally hit my rock bottom. And I said to my husband, I have to do something. I wish somebody would just tell me what to do. And he actually went to college with Ashley LaSure. So he saw her on Facebook sharing, this is my journey. These are my challenge groups. I think she might have even invited him to a challenge group and he had no idea what it was. So obviously he didn't respond. And so my husband told me, reach out to Ashley. She's doing all of this. And I was like, 1, I don't even know her. And 2, you want me to tell some stranger that I need help. That's not going to happen. So 2 weeks went by and I again said to him, all right, I cannot do this. I cannot live like this anymore. And he's like, reach out to Ashley. So I said, fine, I'll do it. And I reached out to her. I wasn't even friends with her on Facebook. I literally had no idea who she was, never saw her before in my life. And I sent her a message saying, I need help. We chatted. This was all in one day, which never happens. We chatted. I told her I needed help. I was ready to do whatever. She mentioned a challenge pack. She then mentioned the shakes, which I was like, oh, I have said before, I will never be a shake person in my entire life. I'm not doing it. And the thing that caught me was she looked amazing. From me just scrolling through her page, she suggested it. And then she told me that it was guaranteed her my money back. So I was like, whatever, I'm at my rock bottom. I literally have to do something. And when I was going to purchase, she mentioned, what do you do for a living? And I said, I do ultrasounds. Justin's in medical school, so we're living off of one income. And she's like, you should coach for the accountability and to earn a little extra income. And I am so money hungry. I was like, okay, I'll do it. I have no idea what a coach does, but I'm going to do it. And so I signed up that day. The next day I signed Justin up and I just went all in from day one, not knowing anything. I will get right into, I guess I have a really hard time, sharing with you guys what I do because I literally don't feel like I do anything special. I was talking to my husband about this and I'm like, I have no idea what to say. I'm really, really shy too, and so awkwardly shy. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell them. I have no idea. I feel like my biggest thing that I want to come across to them is that I'm literally not doing anything special, and I am so unorganized, it's not even funny. So my biggest thing is, don't feel like you have to have everything placed out to a T, or that you have to be the most organized person, or that you have to have all your eggs in the basket to be able to have success, because that's not the case. I literally forgot that I had this call. That's how unorganized I am. But my biggest thing too is that I am so relatable in everything that I do. I'm relatable on my posts. I'm relatable in my stories. I'm relatable to my followers, because I never want my followers to feel like, oh, I can't join her because I can't be the perfection that she is. I share how imperfect I am. Okay. So I will just get started. I'm going to run through everything I do, and then hopefully something will click and you'll be like, maybe that's what I'm missing, or maybe I need to focus on that a little bit more. So my number one thing that I do for myself and that I share with all of my coaches is, your journey has to be number one. 100% the entire way through this journey. You cannot stop focusing on you. You need to have goals. If you don't have goals for yourself, why are you expecting your challengers to have goals? Okay. Number two, are you following a program? If you're not following a program, how can you expect challengers to follow a program? Everything that we have works. You just have to do it. And then number three, are you focusing on your nutrition, because your nutrition plays a much bigger role than your workouts? And are you drinking your shake daily? Again, if you're not focusing on healthy nutrition and you're not drinking your shake daily, don't expect your challengers to, okay? And if you're not doing those three things, why the hell not? Like, why are you not doing them? Do not call yourself, especially if you're a diamond coach and you're working towards a full-time business, do not expect to call yourself that if you're not doing those things. From there, I focus on being my absolute best challenger, right? If I'm not, I can get them started with the pack that I'm going to suggest to be best for them, but I can't make them do the work. You can walk a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. So the best thing that I can do in my challenge groups is I can be my best challenger. So I am showing up in there, and I am sharing that I drank my shake, and I am sharing that I did my workout. And then depending on the groups that I have, I also share my nutrition in there or whatnot. If you're not showing up in your own group as your best challenger, don't expect to have your challengers showing up in there either. Okay. Number two that I do is I share everything that I do. I share in my stories, I share on Instagram, I share on Facebook, and I share every single day. If you feel like a broken record, that's a good thing, right? A surgeon does surgery all day. A hairdresser cuts hair all day. We are coaches. We should be inviting all day, okay? We should be doing all the things that we do every single day. Our posts are going to get repetitive, but you're going to be adding more people to your network. So those new people need to see it, because they're not going to scroll back to your hundreds of posts to where you last dropped your amazing post that did well or whatever. You have to keep being that broken record. So from my journey and how I'm sharing it, I do a lot of self-evaluation. And I will say, okay, especially if I'm in a slump, I'll say, okay, what am I struggling with? I need to dive into that, and I need to share it the most. And I do this a ton. I will go back through my wall and see, where am I struggling? I should be able to go to my own wall and be inspired AF. If I am not, then how are your followers going to be inspired? They're not. So from there, I'm going to then self-evaluate and say, okay, Nicole, you literally have not shared a single meal that you're eating or a recipe. So you're probably not eating healthy. So that's probably why you're not reaching the goals that you're after. So it's time to go back to square one. Plan, get your meal plan, make your meals, take a photo, and share it. It's amazing how much your own personal journey and the business are complete parallel. From that too, you're going to share what you're struggling with. So your followers who are like you, who you want to speak to, are also going to be like, dang, I struggle with that too. And look at her. She's focusing on that. Oh, look at that meal. I could make that. Or, I go through slumps all the time too. I truly feel like this business, you have roller coaster moments. And a lot of times when I'm down, even my husband knows, he'll be like, Nicole, you're not doing personal development. And I'm like, damn it, I'm not. So I will dive into that. I'll dive into that struggle and I'll start sharing more that I'm even doing personal development. I will literally, a lot of my posts are to call myself out. And I share that with, people who are wanting to coach too. Your coaching journey is all about calling yourself out on it and staying accountable. So if I'm struggling with personal development, I'll be like, all right, every fourth post needs to be a personal development, something from personal development, whether it's a quote that I read in the book or me sharing a photo that I'm reading the book or something, even if it's something positive that I read and I share it with a positive selfie, something, okay? So I use that a lot. I share what I'm struggling with and I'll be like, all right, I have to focus on that now. And from there too, from all of this, your social media should truly be like a blog of your life. And that's how you're going to find people like you. That's how when you do ad on Instagram, ad on Facebook and all of this, those people should be able to come to your page and be like, oh yeah, I am like her. Oh my God, I can relate to her so much. I literally just had a girl yesterday who I added, I believe, from a group on Facebook, which I'm a huge believer in. And she commented on one of my posts and it was me being so awkwardly corny dancing and before my workout, and she's like, oh my God, I can relate to you so much, can we be best friends? And she literally signed up yesterday. Like, you have to find your people. If you're awkward, share that, and you're going to find the people who are awkward just like you. Share who you are. You have to be you on here, okay? And then a big thing from that too is be relatable. Be relatable in everything that you do, and be relatable in your posts, be relatable in your conversations, be relatable in your rejections. When people tell me, oh yeah, I would love to do that, but I can't afford it. Girl, I couldn't either. So what I did was I took the money that I was spending on crap food that wasn't helping me, I replaced it with this challenge pack that has literally changed my life. Boom, I relate to them, okay? I relate in everything, any way that I can. I also relate in my invites. So I am doing a program right now. I'm doing Transform 20. So my invite that's relatable might be like, hey girl, I'm not sure if you've been following along with my journey, but I'm absolutely loving this 20-minute program. I know you have children too, and I know how hard it can be. I actually have a group starting in a few weeks, and I'd love to see if you'd be interested in joining us. So simple. Right there, I relate that we have kids, and I relate that she doesn't have time, and I give her a solution to it with the 20-minute program. So easy, okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about that's really like, I don't know. I feel like it's all stuff that you guys already know. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my income from January and how I really did make over $9,000 in January alone. To share, I have my first business center. I have my husband's account. I have my second CBC, and I earned a 2-star bonus in January. Okay. So I work 3 accounts. My number one non-negotiable, basically I've only not hit Success Club 10 1 month, and it was only because I didn't know that Success Club 10 Legend and All-Star were a thing. And once I did, I was like, all right, I'm done. But Success Club 10 has always been a non-negotiable for me. And I know at one point in the business, some people went back to like, it's not about the Success Club. It's, don't focus on the Success Club numbers, but it truly is. Like, you are helping more people with the more Success Club points you have. I don't understand why people are like, no, it's okay. Don't focus on Success Club numbers. Focus on Success Club numbers. If you have high Success Club numbers, that means your income is going to be more, and you're literally helping more people. Why wouldn't you go for more Success Club numbers? I don't understand. I hit 42 in my account and 6 in my husband's account for January, okay? How did I do that? I invite like a mother. Why not? What's it going to hurt? I do not think, oh my God, what is this person going to think? Oh, I don't know. I just freaking invite. I just invite. I invite when my food is cooking at the stove. I share with my team all the time. If you're going to the bathroom, you should be adding to your network and inviting. Like, that's 5 to 10 minutes that you lock yourself in the bathroom and can get a lot of work done. I invite all the time. I invite through my direct messages. I invite through my posts. I invite through my stories. And I count follow-ups as invites too, for the most part. Follow-ups to me, if I've already sent a share a cart, I'll go through my share a cart and I'll follow up with them that way, just saying like, hey girl, just want to make sure the link worked for you. Again, I think a lot of people overcomplicate their conversations with people and what they're saying. Keep it super freaking simple. Like, just be the basic. And I think too, people think like, okay, I want to know how many invites you're sending. I invite until I'm comfortable with the number of share cards I have out. Okay. I invite until I'm comfortable with the number of Success Club points that I have out. Sometimes that hurts me because I will stop when I do hit Success Club 10 or Success Club 20. So I'm trying to get over that, but I try to just have it in my head like, oh my God, I'm at SC0 right now, even though I'm not. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Invites, go. I also, a big thing, so from that, what I'm saying is a big part of my income is from the commission from the Success Club points. I can't control what my team is doing, but I can control what I am doing. And so I want to make a specific income. I don't know what my team is going to do, but I do know that I can put into that from my Success Club numbers. And I also, because of that, the $100 bonus that you get with every 5 coaches that you sign up within a 5-week period, that's my goal weekly. And even recently, I've changed that I want that twice a week. So making small goals like that, you can control your income. I cannot control what my coaches are going to do, like I said. But if I were hitting SC2 each month, do you really think my coaches would be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do more. Like, okay, I want to hit SC46 or I want to hit SC42 or whatever. Like, be the coach that you want to be like, dang, I want to match her or I want to beat her, be inspired, be that inspiring coach that you want, okay? Building a team underneath you is definitely going to bring in the income aspect of it, and you are never going to build a team underneath you if you're not inviting to the business. I get so many people say, yes, I send all the invites to the challenge groups. Okay, how many coaching invites did you send? Well, like 2. Okay, well, in reality, it's going to take more coaching invites to get a coach than it's going to be challenge group invites to get a challenger. So if you want more coaches, increase the number of coaching opportunity and coaching invites than you are challenge group invites. My notes. I also focus on my entire downline of my coaches. So I want the 2-star bonus. I want to be, advancing and being in the running for the next star qualification on my team. So I'm going to go through my downline and see so-and-so way down here looks like she's going inactive. Okay, I'm going to message her. So-and-so looks like she's going to drop rank. Okay, I'm going to message her. I'm not going to just wait for her to think she understands. She may not even know. I have coaches who have been coaching for 2 years and they still don't understand the legs. Okay, great. I'm going to work with you. Because she's hitting Success Club. I'm very, very specific with who I work with too. They have to meet me halfway. I'm such a tough love person. Same with challengers and coaches. But I have coaches who are rock stars and they don't understand the legs. Fine. I'm going to keep watching just to make sure. And I'm going to say, okay, girl, make sure you change your leg for the next one. And you forgot to change your leg for the next one. So let's fill out the form to switch the leg or whatever. I'm constantly looking at my entire downline. So with that, always checking the back office. Another big thing that I do with my entire team, I feel like I'm all over the place. Sorry, guys. I do with my entire team is I have a team chat thread for my entire downline. So anytime somebody says they are ready to work the business, they get added into this chat thread. I was really, really nervous because that's a lot of people. I was really nervous that it was going to get flooded and people wouldn't like it. So I keep asking in there, do you want me to break it down into Nicole's team and Erin's team and Kate's team. And everyone's like, nope, we like the big one. So far I'm keeping the big one. But I really, really like it because I have people who have been flies on the wall, and they are seeing the questions that the other coaches are asking that they want to ask, but they're too timid to ask. They're seeing my invite that I posted in there, and I'm just sharing a simple thing of, hey girls, let's send this invite today. Here's something super simple. Change it to what you want to do. Comment below when you're done with it. So I'm sharing challenges in there. I'm sharing invites in there. People are asking questions all the time. People are posting screenshots of the photos that they have going on or conversations that they have going on so that we can help them, because somebody else is also having that conversation and they have no idea what to say. And I love my team community, my team atmosphere from it too. Like, we have just blossomed into a team that truly has this amazing connection, and I love it. So I don't want to change that at all. I also will randomly do sometimes on Thursdays, I'll be like, okay, it's Emerald Push Week. Anybody who signs up two people and reaches Emerald by Wednesday, you win this gift. And I'll put, a photo of something in there. I do that a lot, which will push them. But that's that for that. Another big thing that I have changed recently is my challenge groups. I heard from so many national wake-up calls and other coaches that their coaches come from their challengers. And I'm like, okay, I have yet to sign up a challenger as a coach, so what the hell am I doing? And I don't know if it's because I was doing, here's your program, here's the challenge group, you need to show up and do everything perfectly for 21 days and then let me know when you're done type of thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people's challenge groups are like that. Yet every time life happens, and then people are like, well, life happened and I got sick and so now I don't know what to do. Or I couldn't work out that day because blah, 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 so I quit. Or I had a bad meal and now I don't know what to do. So what we do is I run a beginner group in the app, and we start with prep week. And it's just a little piece of each part of the puzzle for the first week. The second week is all about workouts. So we share BOD, we share picking a workout, we share, okay, what happens when I miss a workout? Should I double up or should I quit or whatever? What happens when I take a break? Like, I feel like I'm taking too many breaks in my workout. Like, I really break down all the excuses that I get from people. Then week 2 is all about nutrition. Same thing. We share simple nutrition in there. We share what happens if I go out to a restaurant? We just basically breaking down every excuse people give me of why they cancel or quit because of the nutrition aspect. And then the third week, so it's prep week, workout week, nutrition week, and then the fourth one is self-care and personal development week. So that people are focusing on self-care. We bring in personal development, just little things like that. So in there, a requirement is that they have to post a photo with everything that they post when they log their Shakeology and when they log their photo. When they're done with these 4 weeks, we graduate them into our Fit for Life group over in Facebook, which is ongoing. And I like this because I think people get into the habit of logging their workout and their shake every single day, that now they're in Facebook where they don't have to do that because we only have one post a day, and it might not necessarily say share your shake or share your workout. And they're like, well, I really liked taking my photo every day and sharing it, so I'm going to start sharing it to my stories and on social media. And I've really had a lot of people keep doing that and just naturally want to start sharing their journey because they're so used to sharing it in the app for the 4 weeks. So that's been something that has really helped. Another thing that I do is I send my new challengers, when they sign up, I send them a welcome email into my beginner group, which basically explains what day it's going to start, that I'll send them an email into the app. And then I also send everybody a welcome to the team email. And in there, it gives them the link to my coach, my team, the Paradigm Legacy, a link to join there. And it also gives them a link to my team training. And I have had a huge number of people who told me no about coaching. I think they don't even realize that they're joining this team. But because they're joining it, they're then seeing what we're doing in that team page. And I've had a lot of people, new coaches, blossom from there too. So I highly encourage that. And then once I do see that they have requested to join my page, I will send them a message just saying, hey, I saw that you joined my team page. I'm super excited if you really are interested in this. I do also have a chat thread going on with my team. If you want to be in there and at least be a fly on the wall, I'd love to add you to it. And then again, it starts from this beginning of they're a fly on the wall. They watch everybody else ask these questions. And then I think it really does boost up their confidence of like, gosh, I really could do this. And then they start. That's really all I have. I guess another big thing is when you have coaches underneath you who you do want to meet halfway, that are showing up, that are hitting Success Club, give them assignments, because I feel like too many coaches stop in their tracks because they just need that little extra push of something to do. So for example, I run my groups with 2 other coaches of mine. Like, it's not all just me. So, and I like that too, because then they see what I have to say. They see what the other 2 coaches have to say. And we have a nice group of all of our new challengers. And in the beginning group, it's just the new ones that we signed up. And then everybody graduates over into my big one, or our big one, over on Facebook. So I definitely suggest grouping up with your other rockstar coaches and running it together. Don't feel like you have to do it all alone, because you will get beat up and run down. That's all I got.
All right. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I have like notes over here. Okay. There are a couple questions though, so I went back through. Kari wants to know if you're inviting solely on Instagram or if you're inviting on Facebook too.
So I probably still do the majority of my business over on Facebook, which I know is crazy to people, because I feel like everybody was like, done with Facebook, over like Instagram is the new thing. And I'm like, but I have so much success on Facebook. Why would I quit it? So I still go on Facebook. I still am the coach who creates event invites every single month. And I go back and invite the people who I have been inviting to those every month for the last 4 years. And I actually went back through and saw all the people who had said yes or maybe on them. And almost every single one of them is now at least a discount member, if not a coach on my team. So they have obviously worked, and I keep doing them every single month. I just use them as extra like bonus invites, but it's obviously done something, because I'm getting people out of it, that I'm not going to just stop. So I do both.
I love that. I think it's like important to have like 2 platforms you're building. I wouldn't ever like single suit yourself. Okay. Desiree was asking, she wants to know what message you send to people in your downline who are projected inactive.
So if it's somebody who I'm trying to hold for rank, I might send something like, usually I try to do it more as like, hey girl, just want to check in and see how you're doing on your journey. I know or so-and-so is your coach, but just wanted to see if there was anything I can help with. And then from there, I might focus on like, how's your nutrition going? Are you still ordering your Shakeology? How are you loving it? Did you find the recipe that you love? Just going from there. I'm not going to dive in with, hey girl, it looks like you're going inactive. How can I help type of thing? But rather, how is it going? What can I help with type of thing.
So I saw a call with Mandy Kai on YouTube a while ago, and she mentioned that she also messages like people deep within her downline, whether they're her PS or not, that are going inactive specifically for holding rank. And she says that she said something like along the lines of like letting them know, hey girl, our team as a whole is working towards this really big goal, and you could play a huge part in that and like get them to go inactive. So I was wondering if you do anything like that, like if you mention what going active or maintaining their active status could do for the team as a whole, or do you just talk about their goals with them?
I don't. I have heard other coaches doing it too, and saying like we're going going for a goal as a team, you can be a part of it type of thing. But I don't. I guess I never have. I don't know. I guess I just worry that they're not actively coaching. So I don't know. I guess I have worry about that. But I do go into it as how are you doing on your journey? What are your current goals? What program are you currently following? Just plugging in that way.
What if you get people that are like, oh, I just can't afford Shakeology anymore?
I would immediately offer coaching.
Okay.
I do with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people think they need Shakeology to remain active. I can't tell you how many people are like, oh my God, I can't get my Shakeology this month. And I'm like, you only need 50 PV. And then I typically let them know like other things they could order instead, whether it's Energize or Recover, to make, up the difference. Like they only need 50 PV. It doesn't always have to be Shakeology if they have too much back stock or whatever. So I've let them do that. And I will say, like, I've done what Desiree is talking about before because I've been in qualification for Superstar Diamond before, and you like need those people holding. And yeah, I always try and approach it from a place of like meeting them where they're at, like how could I help with their fitness or nutrition. But I've also just reached out before, typically in voice message, to just say something like, hey babe, I realize you're projected inactive. Did you notice that? Which typically is like, oh crap, I got a new card. So sometimes like just simple stuff like that happens too. Or they tell me like, oh my God, I just can't keep getting Shakeology. So we talk about maybe doing like a three-day refresh, like complete pack or something like that, if they want to maintain their active status. So super fun. Okay, Mallory had a question for you, Nicole, on your group that runs. She said, since your beginner group is 4 weeks, what if someone starts with Transform 20, like a 6-week program? Do you switch them over to your group, like in the middle of their program, or do they stay and finish out those 6 weeks?
Nope, it only goes for 4 weeks. So they'd graduate and they'd finish the next 2 weeks over in the Fit for Life group. And again, especially if they started with day 1 of their program and they end at the end of week 4, again, they're doing a program, they're going to see results, they're going to want to keep taking those pictures, that you throw them over into that Fit for Life group and they're like, well, dang, I want to keep posting. And I really, truly find more people are starting to share on their Instagram stories and their wall because of it. And we do little challenges too that are like, we'd love to hear about your transformation. It can be physical, mental, whatever. Extra bonus points if you share it on social media and tag your coach today. So little things like that too. We kind of like drop the seeds of coaching, and then it's easy to message them and be like, girl, you're literally doing what I'm doing. Are you ready to coach?
Yeah, I love that. Makes it so simple, right? Especially as they start to like get that before and after and the confidence goes up. Okay.
I have a ton of people, obviously everybody probably does, finishing Transform 20 this week, that I'm absolutely taking everybody and saying, okay, here's your transformation to post. Let's coach.
Yeah.
You've already done this. You know what it has done for you. Let's go.
I love that. Okay, so Des has maybe one last call. If anyone has anything else, ask it now. Do you do a weekly team call or more one-on-one type calls with your coaches? Or do you actually use your message thread?
I use my message thread daily. And again, my other coaches who I run my groups with, or even, my top coaches, we kind of run them together too. So it's not just me saying, here's your challenge for today. My other coaches are in there saying, hey, everybody, like, let's focus on this today or whatnot. I do a team call every Wednesday. A thing that I've been doing recently is like a theme for the week, and then we'll focus on that theme for the rest of the week. I have done guest speakers on that theme. Sam has been a guest speaker on them. And then every Monday, I've been doing a power hour. I switch between, Raina does a power hour every 2 weeks, so then I do a power hour in those off weeks. But I'm not, and I don't know if it's just because it's me, same with training. Like, I don't dump people into a 30-day training, or, I think when I started, it was when there were like 60 to 90-day trainings. And I remember Ashley put me in it, and I was like, what the hell is this? I'm not doing this. And I took off without it. So I'm not the type that wants that I don't offer that to my people. Same with, I'm not telling my people, be on this call, this call, this call, this call, this call, this call. I think people, I've even heard it from coaches who are like, I want to learn everything before I start. No, you will not. Like, just start. So I don't even want to offer that stuff to them. So that's probably why a lot of you are like, who the hell is this Nicole girl? Because I'm literally just focusing on me and my journey and sharing it, and I go.
I love that. It's so simple though, right? Like if you can get them to share their journey, that is their first invite. It really is. And they just get their feet wet, and then after that, it's easy. All right. Well, I don't see any more questions popping in, so I just want to say thank you so much for hopping on and sharing here today. I loved it. I took a bunch of notes. Like even when you said like a surgeon does surgery all day, like your job as a coach is to be out there inviting all day. So damn true. Loved it. All righty. Well, thank you, Nicole. Will we see you on the cruise?
Yes.
Awesome. I can't wait. We're like 32 days away.
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We will see you next week.